Hello there, Capricorn. It's wonderful to see you again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're so glad to have you. So today we're doing your July love reading. So this is good for your romantic love life. We'll take a look with the for the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's get into this, Capricorn. Let's see what we have coming up here. Interesting. Ascend. You know, Capricorn, your general reading for July and also your career and money reading are all about, really, I feel like you're ascending. You're coming into this more positive energy, understanding your own self-worth, that you've really been working on that for like the last 6 months or a year or so. There's this energy of somebody returning from the past, somebody that you are separated from. I feel like they are coming back. There's a sense that they want some forgiveness from you. You know, they're asking for your forgiveness. You know, it's forgiving and learning. I feel like you've learned a lot about yourself over the last 6 months, you know, working on your self-worth, understanding that you deserve a true love, somebody that really loves you for who you are, that isn't trying to change you, that always has your back, you know, that is in it with you, wants to be a true soulmate, a true partner in your life. And at the same time, I feel like this person has been learning more about themselves. So they're coming back. There's this energy of that they are coming back and they're saying, I've learned my lesson. You know, will you take me back? I've learned my lesson. Now, in the past, you know, we have unrequited love, heart-to-heart conversation. I feel like they're coming in. They want to have this heart-to-heart conversation. The unrequited love is that energy from this connection from the past. You know, the energy that, they didn't value you. They didn't value the relationship. You know, you gave a lot more of yourself to this connection than they were giving to you. And so, you know, during this separation, I feel like you spend some time working on that, you know, asking yourself those tough questions. Why would I allow somebody into my life? Why would I give so much to someone that didn't love me back in the same way? When we ask ourselves those tough questions, you know, it's not easy, but Capricorn, you've done the work and you're such a hard worker in your career, your money sector, in your life in general. And I feel like you were willing to ask yourself those tough questions. So when this person comes back around this time, because I feel like they may have come back a couple of times, you're ready to express your feelings, your emotions about the situation. You're also willing to express your love for this person. And I feel like they want to express their love. It's about being open-minded enough to listen to what they have to say. I'm not saying that they have changed. I'm not saying that they have truly learned their lesson, right? But it's about being open to this conversation, if for no other reason, Capricorn, than to help yourself heal. Because when we put the time and the effort into healing a connection, even if you don't want to reunite with this person, but having the connection, having the heart-to-heart conversation, and then closing out the energy, even if you decide to go your separate ways, right? It's about closing out that energy. I feel like you haven't had the opportunity to express how this person made you feel about yourself, and perhaps about, your feelings about allowing yourself to be in that position. Because, you know, no matter what has happened in our life, we come to the realization that we all play a part in it. Sure, somebody may have hurt us really deeply, but in some way, we did play a part in that. We allowed that person into our life, or, It's not about guilt and shame. It's not that at all. It's about recognizing that we make choices sometimes out of fear rather than love. So, you have fall and karmic partner. I feel like this person that you're dealing with, they've had a karmic partner. They left your connection and they had a karmic partner with somebody else. I feel like that is coming to an end, or they're thinking of ending that. There's this sense of their awakening to the idea of being reconnected with you. I think that they're going to reach out. I think that there may be this conversation in July, but with the fall card, I think you're taking it really slow. You've learned from this person that you have to ask all of the right questions, right? You have to kind of step into your Queen of Swords energy, ask the right questions, take it slow. Know that there might be a lot of chemistry and passion here, but at the same time, at the end of the day, when you are, living with somebody 24/7, or not maybe 24/7, but you're spending a lot of time with somebody. You want that person to be bringing in an energy of love for you, right? Instead of this energy of unrequited love. And then we have ascend. Yeah, you're at a crossroads. You've gone through this. You've done this healing because there is an ascension process. You're leveling up, and there is this energy of forgive. Once again, the energy of forgiving does not mean that you have to reunite. It's about forgiving what has occurred. It says tranquility, peaceful mind and heart, freedom from the past, no longer allowing this person to hold any power over you or your emotions. So I feel like this heart-to-heart conversation, even if you don't want to reunite, Capricorn, is something that I think you may not want to have. You may be fearful of having this conversation, of allowing your emotions to come out, your feelings to express yourself. But during that conversation, you are going to do a lot of healing for yourself. So it's a really nice energy. I don't feel like it's a heated conversation. If anything, I think it's kind of like one of those conversations where maybe both of you kind of truly have a conversation like you've never had before. So yeah, wow. Yeah. Okay. Vast universe. Once again, that ascending process, rising up to a new level. You're moving on to a new level. I feel like, for some of you, this all closing out this past person helps you to call in a true soulmate. And then we have wedding underneath that. And it is safe to love. I feel like you haven't felt like it's safe to love again yet, because you haven't truly dealt with completely healing this past situation, this past love. There's a lot there, right? And I feel like, it's like an onion. You've peeled back the layers, okay? But it's like you got one more layer to kind of like pull back, to take a look at. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is so lovely. All right, so we have the Emperor card here. This is, Aries energy. You don't have to be dealing with an Aries, but somebody that has been trying to control the situation, control the love in this connection with the Two of Cups here. And somebody is feeling left out, abandoned, not loved enough, right? Emotions of, unworthiness. Trying to move away from those feelings, Yeah, we have the Judgment card, Three of Pentacles, the Death card, Scorpio energy here. Yeah, I feel like you're looking for something that's long-term, something that's loving, a true connection, something that's, stable, perhaps even financially stable. You may have had difficulty with this person in the past. They may have had a lot of money, but maybe didn't share it equitably, that could have been the way that they kind of controlled the relationship, because they controlled the purse strings. Or perhaps you had more money than this person, right? And so you were feeling like they were taking advantage of you financially. So I feel like finances may have been played a part in your relationship, or the power struggle that you had in your relationship. This Emperor energy too, I'm getting a sense that either this person wanted you to be perfect. There's this energy of perfectionism, that the relationship had to look perfect or go perfectly or something like that. There's also an energy here because we have the unrequited love. You could have been very people pleasing to this person because you wanted to keep it to look perfect, however that might mean, right? So that, your family, your friends, the neighbors all thought you had this perfect relationship. That's one reason why you may have overgiven in this situation. It's a way that we do that. If you fall into that pattern of behavior, we do that in almost as a way for our mind to trick us into thinking that the relationship is perfect, okay? But no relationship is perfect. And there are, situations, we actually are in relationships. They help our soul to evolve. So first of all, just accepting the fact that there is no perfect relationship, right? And helps us to take that expectation off of ourselves or off of the person that we're dealing with. So we have the Judgment card. They want to come in. They want a second chance of working this out with the Three of Pentacles. They understand that something has ended. The way that your relationship was in the past has ended. They want to rebirth it. They want to bring it in. But it's kind of a good sign with the Death card there because they don't want to rebirth what you had in the past. It's this energy of, yes, okay, our relationship was that way in the past. I want to restart our relationship, but I want it to go in a new way. I want the energy to be more balanced, the finances more balanced, the love more balanced. So your present energy is that you have Teacher and you have the Lovers. This is Gemini energy. You don't have to be dealing with a Gemini. It's also about this person is helping you to learn more about yourself, learn more about what it is that you truly want in a love relationship. It's also about listening to your heart, to not make decisions in your love life that are based on what your ego is telling you, the fear in your head, right? If you're not perfect in this relationship, if you don't look perfect, act perfect, well, then guess what? They're going to leave you. You're going to be abandoned. This person is helping you, even through this separation, even through the painful experiences that you've had with this person. This person is helping you to open up to the idea, okay, that you can make choices that are good for your heart and not to listen to the fear in your mind. And by doing that, okay, you're stepping into a more loving energy, not just for yourself, but for those that you come in contact with. When we're stuck up in our head, then unfortunately, the fears, the Moon card, we're making decisions just short term based on what is going on right here in front of us, instead of making decisions that are good for us long term. So people pleasing, right? You can please somebody for the next 5 minutes, but then what happens the next 5 minutes, or the next 5 minutes, or the next day, the next month, the next year? How long can you keep making choices that keeps this person happy and also doesn't bring you down into a state of, emptiness, lacking fulfillment, lacking love for yourself? We can only do that so long. So let's see, let's clarify this. Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Chariot, and we have one down here. Let's see what we have. Six of Swords, Two of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of deciding to go your own way, to move on. That I think this conversation, they come in, I really feel like in this conversation, you do understand how far you have come. how you are making decisions that are based on your heart and not fearing. Like, I feel like this person comes back, there's part of you that says, oh my goodness, you have to reunite with them, or else you will be financially, not financially unstable, right? Or you'll never find love again. There's this energy of, oh my goodness, I think I have to take this offer. But you're also understanding that this person with the Knight of Wands can be here today, gone tomorrow. That puts you back into that energy of, well, I better be perfect, because they could always leave. They may be coming in and expressing their love right now, but will they express their love to me tomorrow or next week or next month, or will they be gone? And so you're stepping into this energy of making decisions that are good for you, balancing out. You see, there's a black horse and a white horse. The rider has to pull in the reins of both horses in order for the chariot to go forward, right? And so what you're doing is you're understanding that in a relationship, okay, the one horse, the black horse or the white horse, cannot take complete control. If they go in opposite directions, then my goodness, the poor chariot rider will be in trouble. So it's about understanding that there is a balance between making decisions just completely, the Knight of Swords energy. I make decisions just on what's good for me. With the Lovers card, it's about making choices that are good for you in the long term, but also keeping in mind other people in your life. It's not a selfish type of energy at all. The Chariot energy is Cancer, so you could be dealing with Cancer. We also have Strength on the bottom, Leo energy. I feel like this person is definitely coming in before Leo's season. They see you as their son. They really and truly want this reunion. But I feel like you also have the strength to choose what is right for you. Okay, so here's your area of resistance, your obstacle. You're having a hard time without this person trying to find true love in your life, being successful in love. So either you're like not dating, right? You're not seeing anybody. You've kind of said no to love in general. Or you could be dating, but you're just not finding anybody that knocks your socks off like this person, right? Because I feel like there is a lot of chemistry between you and this past person. So, they're kind of coming in at this time where you may be feeling a little bit like, yeah, it's never going to happen for me. Or you could be, because the Pentacles is really showing up, you could be feeling very pinched financially, right? And this person has money perhaps. And so you're kind of like, yeah, it would be nice to have somebody to share the bills with, or, that type of energy. So let's see what we have here. Yeah. King of Swords. Knight of Swords. See, there's that energy of somebody making choices that are good for them and really truly disregarding other people. I feel like that's this person from the past. Okay, yeah, I feel like this person, it keeps coming in. This person has money. King of Pentacles. But here's the thing. They don't share it equitably. With the Devil energy, and there's your energy, Capricorn, but it's this energy of that they don't share equally. And, I'm not saying it has to be exactly equal, penny for penny, right? But they don't share graciously. Let's put it that way. It's kind of this energy that I feel like you're kind of feeling like you're selling your love to this person. That's really kind of an interesting energy. You definitely have something, Capricorn, that they would like to have. So there's a couple of different energies. I feel like this person may be a narcissist or has some narcissistic tendencies. So when you are in this energy of pleasing them all the time, they really like that, right? It's giving them fuel. And so I feel like that's part of it, is that they may be coming in, doing the hoovering move trying to breadcrumb you, trying to get you to come back because you give them something that they need, okay? You people please them so much. You give them what they want because they have the reins of the money. And I feel like at this time you may be feeling a little bit pinched, once again is the word they're using, in your financial sector. So it's kind of interesting your finances are coming into this. The other thing is that you may have, you could be the one, Capricorn, that has the money, right? And they want to come in. So they could be, really fun to be with or very attractive or have, a lot of fun friends or something like that. They know they're bringing something to the table, right? And that you have the money, but they're really coming in order to get a bigger slice of the pie. In other words, it's a very codependent type of energy where it's, money for love. Let's put it that way. There's that energy there. Okay, so your advice, your outcome, the dark thoughts. It's time to move on from them. Once again, Cancer energy here. It's time to move on. I feel like when you are with this person, there's this energy of you really enjoy their company. And then at the same time, you're always fearful because you know that they can switch in a minute. So they could be really happy, really fun to be around. And then the next minute, right, they're off with somebody else or, they're angry at you for something. You're not perfect enough, whatever that is, right? So it provides this energy when they're nice to you. That's the narcissism is coming back, Capricorn. It's kind of like when they're nice to you, right? You really and truly enjoy being with them. But then you also know that they can flip the switch in any moment, and then it's not fun to be with them. That's a codependent, narcissistic type of energy, right? Because they make the fun times so fun that you feel as if, oh my goodness, see, there's some good in them. Because when we're together and we're having fun, it's just so special. But it's also not so special when the flip switches. So it's time to move on. It's time to understand that, the good and the bad in this situation are not necessarily evening out. That the horses, okay, are kind of going in opposite directions. In order to move on, it's almost this energy of leaving this person behind. But in that moment, when you leave this person behind, when you have this heart-to-heart conversation and you're just like, no, this does not work for me, I'm moving on, and you say goodbye, it's almost as if you suddenly can control the horses. You gain the strength, the wisdom, the intuition in how to have the horses move forward. I feel like this person, it's kind of like they're the two horses. It's almost like, they almost have like Jekyll and Hyde personalities. And when, they're the one horse and it's all kind of in the dark, right? It's kind of like the one horse is going this way, but when they're fun to be with, the horse is going that way. It's almost impossible for you to move forward as a person, as a soul, when you are being pulled in two opposite directions and you never know which direction this person is going or pulling your energy. You're taking back your power. You're stepping into the chariot and you're saying, no, you're not going with me. And therefore, I can control my own emotions. I can control both of the horses and move forward to look for true love. But it is about saying goodbye to this person, to shutting the door on this relationship and understanding that gives you true healing. Because now you don't have to worry about them leaving, right? You don't have to worry about being perfect or pleasing them or making them happy in any way. You're saying, I'm going to make myself happy. I'm no longer going to spend my time and energy making you happy, right? And then wondering if I'm going to get any breadcrumbs. I'm going to instead move in a direction that makes me happy. Yeah, really nice. Queen of Wands, you're stepping into your power. Very confident. Yeah, you're giving yourself this a cup of love. The Page of Cups. You're giving yourself this cup of love, which represents your own forgiveness to yourself, okay? For the mind games that this person has played with you. I feel like you have a lot of regrets of the time and energy you've put into this relationship. I also feel like, you know, they have really played with your mind. They have. And you're recognizing that now. And it's almost as if you're giving yourself some love, saying, hey, wait a minute. You know, this person is the type of person that could trick a lot of people. Now you understand, you gain some information, wisdom about being in a codependent relationship. And now look at this. You are ready to move forward in a much better way. Yes, really nice energy there, Capricorn. Okay, so let's take a look at your Lover's Oracle card. And Capricorn, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. So let's see what we have here. Appearance is the key to acceptance. That's totally different. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Yeah. And, you know, that really falls into codependent relationships, because when the person that if you're resonating with this, the person that you're dealing with has those times when they are really fun to be with, right? So you, in a way, we kind of like, when we're in a codependent relationship, we kind of feel like, well, yeah, but maybe if I'm perfect enough or please them enough, those good times will become more and more. We keep thinking, okay, that'll get better and better. We'll have more and more of that good time and less of the bad time, right? But the truth of the matter is that it is a codependent relationship. They're not going to drop, okay, the bad times. Those are not going to go away. Not at least any time in the near future with this relationship, right? So it's about accepting it. Okay, accepting the fact that you spent time and energy in a codependent relationship. But it's also about accepting the lessons that you have learned, the wisdom that you have gained from being in this codependent relationship. Understanding that you now have a lot more self-worth for yourself, that you understand now that, you know, when you are giving more in a relationship than you're getting, the balance is, you know, is difficult, right? It's just really difficult. And perhaps also understanding that there is something about, you know, being in a relationship with somebody that kind of, you know, holds the financial strings, I would say. Really interesting energy there. Well, I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and in all your situations. I do have a couple of videos that you may be really interested in, Capricorn. I have your July general reading available, and then also a really fun pick a card about the summer blessing that you can expect during this summer. So you may want to check that out. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.